Hi, I'm Ree from mummyof4.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my August favourites video where I'm going to share my favourites from fashion and beauty, home and organisation, kids and family, food and drink and entertainment. If you enjoy this kind of video, I do monthly favourites every month, plus loads of vlogs, shop with me videos, haul videos, organisation, speed cleans, all that kind of thing. So I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Don't forget to turn on the bell notifications too so you get notified whenever I upload new content every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 p.m. So where should we start, guys? Shall we start with fashion and beauty? Now, if you have seen my Mummy of Four Des Disney channel, you'll know that this August we went on the Disney Magic at Sea UK staycation cruise, which was amazing. So if you're into your Disney stuff, make sure you are subscribed over there. So really this August, fashion-wise, has been very Disney-tastic. So while we were on the cruise, we did Disney Bounding, which is basically where you don't dress in costumes, but you dress in kind of the colour palettes and things inspired by certain Disney characters, which was so much fun. I have got a video over on my Disney channel showing exactly what we wore on the cruise. So obviously go and check that out if you're into all things Disney Bounding. However, there are a few items that I have been wearing that are kind of Disney themed still, but really loving and wearing in my real life too. So the first one is my Disney Cruise Line Spirit jersey, which I picked up on board. If you saw, I think it was episode 2, Zara and I went on a secret shopping mission to look for a Spirit jersey because I'd heard they were all going to sell out. This is just so comfy and bright and cheery and just lovely for kind of slobbing around in, chucking over when we've had those kind of cooler August days. So this has been something that I've barely dropped out of whenever it has gone a little bit cooler this August. The other items I've been loving for kind of slinging over my shoulders more than when we're going out over like a dress or something when it's got a bit cooler are these two jackets. Now both of these were gifted to me, full disclosure, this one by Very Nico and this one by EMP. But as always with these videos, there is a blog post that goes with each video which links everything that I'm talking about so you can find anything that you're after. So this is a cake-worthy jacket from Very Nico. I actually added the brooch myself for when I was Disney Bounding as Belle, Beauty and the Beast, when we went to Lumiere's on the ship. But I've just been wearing this since we got home, to be honest. I know it is very princessy, but do you know what? I think having a little bit of Disney in my day really cheers me up. And I've even left the pin on it because I think it's fun. I've been absolutely loving that. It's got all the princesses on it. It's just making me feel a little bit happy and sparkly even though we got back from the cruise. Now this jacket I absolutely adore. It's less versatile. This denim one pretty much goes with anything that isn't denim. So any kind of summer dresses and things, I've been slinging this over the top. This one being that it's like lilac-y, I would say obviously goes with a lot less, but it's so pretty. It says best day ever on it. It's got little details with the flowers and things and the sun from Rapunzel, and we saw the Tangled show on board. It was stunning. We went to Rapunzel's Royal Table on board. So this has been bringing a little bit of Tangled magic back into my day-to-day life. I have got the Tangled pin on there that I bought on board. There is a Disney Cruise Line shop with me and haul video that is due to go live on my Disney channel. At the time that this video goes live, I'm not sure if it will be live yet, but if you're watching this at any time in the future, check out my Disney channel because that video will be on there. So these are the kind of bits I've been wearing and just loving in August. Other than that, I've just been in these kind of florally summer dresses from Jules, but I haven't bought any new ones. They're all from previous years. Flip-flops, my kind of boy short denim shorts that I talked about in the last couple of favourites videos. So I'm not going to go over all that stuff again, but that's kind of what I've been wearing when we haven't been on holiday. In the beauty category, I'm going to talk about some sunscreen products because even though you will now be watching this in September onwards, this sunscreen, sun care thing is sort of something we have to look at definitely for September, and in some countries you have to look at this all year round. Not where we live in Wales so much, the sun will disappear, but I still like to wear a little bit of facial sun protection all year round really. So I've been using this number 7, Protect and Perfect. It's a factor 50 on my face. It's nice and thick. You guys know, if you've been following me for a while, I've got really dry skin. So this has been really, really nice on my face. And I've just been using this as a moisturiser in the mornings. So that's fab. And then the other thing that I've been finding really handy is this Soltan. Now, I bought a few of them if you watched my haul video that I filmed before we went away. This is just a roll-on sunscreen and it's great. I tried a few different brands. We had the Nivea one, the Soltan one actually I couldn't get in that haul, but my auntie picked this up for me. So Soltan's kind of our go-to sunscreen, but I think we had a Nivea, we had a Child's Farm, and if I'm honest, they all did the trick. They were all much for muchness. Not one of them stood out as being especially more effective. So if I'm honest, I'll probably just buy whichever of these happen to be on offer. I'll go for the Soltan, I guess I'll lean to if they're all, you know, the same price and the same availability, because we use that in the all-day sun protection. But these roll-on things are just so good for sticking in your bag. I feel like they're less likely to leak, so I'm more likely to stick them in my handbag rather than like a child bag or like a nappy bag like I've had for years and years. But a nice handbag you're going to trust that's not going to leak into, because it's not drippy. Whereas most sunscreens, even the spray ones, have that leaking potential, and you just do not want to be ruining a handbag full of really greasy sunscreen. So these are a must, definitely for September, and then when the weather eventually comes back again in the spring. The next favourite I'm going to talk about are the blister plasters, because in August I have had a few incidents of blisters from wearing shoes, things like wedges I wore on the cruise that I'm just not used to wearing. A combination of not going out at all and then not going very far means that I've not been wearing very dressy, pretty but not very comfortable shoes, and then when you do go to put those shoes on, you instantly get a blister. So the blister plasters are great. They have a little cushion on them and they protect the area of skin that's got a blister and stop the blister from getting worse and bleeding. It just makes it comfortable enough to continue to wear shoes of any description when you have ruined your feet by getting blisters. On to home and organisation. Now, I don't really know where this fits into, because I'm going to talk about the cup rather than what's in the cup. So I'm putting it in home and organisation because it lives in my home. So I'm not sure. Which category does this belong in? This is my insulated cup. As you know, I've been using the Sistema drinks cups for ages and ages, and they're great. They don't keep anything cold. They're good for like putting things in the fridge and having a drink prepared, but as soon as you take it out of the fridge, A, your drink starts to warm up, and B, there's condensation dripping down it, so you have to put it on a coaster. This has got a metal straw and it's an insulated cup to keep hot things hot and cold things cold. So you guys know I love my burst drinks, which are multivitamin and have caffeine in them, so I've been putting them in these. When we actually went shopping, I did like a shop with me and haul video with the children during August. I left this in the car. The car was boiling hot, we were out all day, and when I got back, the drink inside it was still cold, which I was really, really impressed with. Just have a little bit of that now. So this cold cup is great. My sister saw it, needed one immediately. Her favourite colour is green. She's got one in green. So they do lots of different colours. Obviously, I went with pink. If you are drinking things that have any form of sugar in them, so basically anything that's not water, apparently, according to dentists, you're better off drinking through a straw because the liquid is passed past your teeth, so it doesn't concentrate things around your teeth as much as, say, a sports top. Another drinks bottle that I'm really loving, not that I don't have things like this because I've got lots of chili bottles and things like this, but this one my auntie picked up for me in that shop with me video. Actually, she bought me this when we went to Primark, and it says, on Wednesdays we wear pink. I love this. Who can tell me which film that's from? Hang on, did I show it? Did I show it? It's from Mean Girls. Who doesn't love Mean Girls? It's one of my favourite films. It's so funny. So many iconic lines in it. Absolutely love it. Let me know, have you seen Mean Girls? And what do you think of it? I know it's like 15 years old now, that film, but whenever that is on, I'm like, I've got to watch this. It's brilliant. My next item coming under home and organisation, but really we took this with us when we went away, and this is perhaps more of an out of the home thing, but again, I didn't really know where to put this, so it's in home and organisation. And it is this charger pack. It comes in its own little carry case, and it is like a power bank. It's got an option to add in via USB or USB-C, and it has absolutely saved my skin while being out when I've needed to charge my phone, my iPad, or camera batteries, things like that. It has actually got a lighter. When you plug it into a device, it tells you the percentage left on it, which is really great. I've had these power bank things before, but this one I've been most impressed with because it's got multiple ports and it's got the percentage left in it, so you know exactly how much charge you've got left. Really good for charging your children's devices if you're traveling, if you're going out and about and you do not want to be caught short with a flat device and a very bored child on a long journey. Another thing that's coming under home and organisation are these Velcro cable ties. Now, I used the little bungee brightly coloured ones before, and they're great, they're cool and they're fun, but they're a bit more bulky. These come in a multi-pack and they just stack on top of each other and they're almost totally flat. And then they just Velcro around things like this. And they're just so easy and they just keep your cables so neat when you're putting things away. So loving those. What is next? Now we're heading into food and drink, but maybe these belong in home and organisation as well. I'm not sure, but they are Menu Balloon gin glasses. Now, it might have only been my July favourites where I discovered pink gin. Very late to the party there, people. But we have been out for quite a few meals and things in August, and correct me if I'm wrong, gin tastes better, specifically pink gin. I only need a little tiny bit in the bottom with a whole load of fruit, specifically strawberries and raspberries, and lots of slimline tonic water in one of these. Absolutely delicious. It's more of an experience when you drink it from one of these big balloon glasses. So these were in a pack of 2. I picked them up on Amazon. They were not expensive. They're linked in that blog post, same as everything else. But I think I can kid myself into thinking the fruit's one of my 5 a day. More than anything, putting frozen fruit into a pink gin and slimline tonic, or into any other drink for that matter, means that as it's melting, you're not really getting loads of ice diluting your drink. It's just adding flavour and enhancing it. On to kids and family, and obviously it's been everything totally Disney-tastic that the children have been into. They have been loving some Disney Top Trump cards, specifically some princess ones that I picked up for them before we went away. They've played with those. They've taken their little Minnie Mouse bags with them everywhere they've been this summer, so they've been an absolute favourite. Well, the girls had the Minnie Mouse ones that I picked up in a haul right at the beginning of my Disney channel where I kind of did some bits from George and Asda, so those bags were from George and Asda, and Will has been carrying around his little backpack from the Disney store. It really has been all things Disney that they've been into. What else? They've been playing a game called Sneaky Sasquatch on the iPad that they've kind of been obsessed with. I don't fully understand it, if I'm honest. It's something about being some sort of snow monster or yeti trying to pretend to be human or something. I don't fully get the game. I don't fully understand it. I just know that they love it and seem quite involved and obsessed with it. So that's the only non-Disney thing really that they've been really into. And on Disney Plus, there appears to be a new series of Nancy Clancy. I'm not sure what it's called. I call it Nancy Pantsy, but they've been watching that on a loop as well. They appear to be new episodes because I haven't been able to recite them all word for word, so therefore they must be new. On to adult entertainment, and during the month of August, my husband and I have watched all of season 4 of The Handmaid's Tale. It's all quite shocking stuff. If you haven't seen it before, without kind of spoiling it, it's like a dystopian America where part of America has been taken over and renamed Gilead by some rather extreme religious groups who are basically stripping all rights away from women. It's some pretty shocking stuff, but it's very gripping. It's based on the book The Handmaid's Tale. It's well worth watching. There are 4 seasons of it, which I believe you can catch on the Channel 4 on demand thing. I think it's called All 4, which is on, you know, smart TVs, and there's apps things for that as well. But there are all 4 series of those that you can binge watch, and I believe you can get all of those free. Book-wise, last month I think I talked about The Wedding Date, which I was reading / listening to on audiobook. I have been mostly listening to, if I'm honest. The follow-up to that, which is The Proposal. One of the main characters in The Proposal is kind of the best friend from The Wedding Date. It came to my attention because it was in Reese's book club, which is Reese Witherspoon's kind of book club that she runs over on Instagram. So it came up in my suggestions on Audible and on my books and things on my iPad. So I thought I'd give it a go. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. It's been a nice kind of switch off, nothing too deep, nothing like The Handmaid's Tale actually, for that matter. And my other kind of guilty pleasure, I only call it guilty pleasure because I'm watching it again, it's Grey's Anatomy. I think I'm up to season 6 in the rewatch now. Again, don't want to spoil too much in case you haven't watched it, but go and watch Grey's Anatomy. If you haven't seen Grey's Anatomy before, it's amazing. I have been watching it since my now 17-year-old was newborn and I love it. The only thing that upsets me a little tiny bit, Shonda Rhimes, if you're watching, I mean obviously Shonda Rhimes watches my channel, probably not, but Shonda Rhimes or anyone that has any Grey's type power to wield. Here in the UK, we don't get it until next year. So the new season of Grey's Anatomy will start end of September in America, and then we won't get it until next year, which just has people popping up all over the internet finding like pirate versions and things and downloads. Just make it available over this side of the pond too at the same time, and people will be able to watch it through the paid services or whatever. We'd be quite happy to pay, Shonda. We'd be quite happy to pay because it's such a good show, but just please don't make us wait for it. That is my plea to you, Shonda Rhimes, or anyone that could get that message to her. Thank you very much. Thanks so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on bell notifications for whenever I upload new videos. There are more videos on screen now. Take your pick and I'll see you guys over there. Bye.